In today's news, viral video promoting violence through political expression. Premier pushes for stronger infrastructure and planning. Inadequate staffing leaves BVI's popular beaches vulnerable. Newly opened beauty bar to offer a variety of beauty services. Next, lead BVI cohort to consist of 8 students, reflecting on 3 years with Winter Wonderland. Santana reps Anguilla at Caribbean Talented Teen. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
son.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Wednesday, December 18th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Wednesday. Thank you all so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force has launched an investigation, they say, into a video circulating on social media that appears to promote violence as a means of political expression. Detective Chief Inspector Kenrick Davis has warned that the content of the video may cross legal thresholds, potentially constituting serious criminal offenses under multiple laws. DCI Davis highlighted that while freedom of expression is protected under the BVI Constitution, it is not absolute and must be exercised responsibly. He referenced several key legal provisions that could apply to the case. These include intentional incitement, defined as intentionally encouraging violence, which carries a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison. Counterterrorism Act 2021, Section 19, which covers acts that intentionally incite others to commit terrorist acts, with penalties for up to 14 years in prison and fines reaching $500,000. And Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act, Section 14, which addresses digital content deemed, and I quote, grossly offensive or containing a, and I quote, menacing character, providing additional grounds for prosecution. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force has commenced, they say, an investigation into the video, which could potentially fall under any of the aforementioned legal provisions. Authorities emphasize the importance of refraining from the content that endangers public safety or incites violence. In a statement, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force has urged the public to exercise caution in their methods of expression, emphasizing that dialogue and peaceful communication are vital for maintaining societal well-being. Premier Dr. The Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley has called for a united effort across the Virgin Islands to build stronger and more resilient communities capable of withstanding the growing impacts of climate change. Speaking in a recent interview, the Premier stressed the need for comprehensive planning and collective action, and he emphasized that achieving resilience will require action across all levels of society.
What we want to do is become more of a resilient society. And part of it is doing everything we can to mitigate against the problem of flooding. We're in the hurricane zone as well, so we have to build stronger, we have to build smarter. It's a lot of things that we have to do to build resilience. And persons should, we have to plan. We can't wait until the weather event happens to be able to respond to it. So we have to properly analyze the problems. We have to hydrology study, and we're seeking to implement elements of the hydrology study. But on personal level as well, we have to do the same. On a business level as well, we have to do the same.
The Premier, who also serves as the Minister for Climate Change, highlighted the government's use of the $100 million loan to improve critical infrastructure, particularly roads and drainage systems. He noted additionally that past underinvestment in these areas have contributed to the current poor state of roadways across the territory.
This loan, we're putting major monies into upgrading the road transportation network. For many years, let me just speak about the loan itself. For many years, we have not invested much into properly engineered roads. And while this administration is getting a lot of blame for it, what we have to do is look at all the administrations before that have had huge surpluses when the financial services money is coming in. 10, 15, 20 years before, we should have been investing in our infrastructure. Our water distribution network just doesn't erode overnight. The roads don't just erode overnight. What has happened is our roads, infrastructure has not been invested in over time. We had hurricanes, and now we have much more frequent than in the past, weather events, which has brought our infrastructure now to its needs. It's crumbling.
The Premier also discussed the specific issue of flooding, particularly in Road Town, which is prone to severe waterlogging during heavy rains due to its location in a basin. In a recent hydrology study identified the topography and historical lack of proper drainage systems as key contributors to flooding within the capital of Road Town.
There was a study done, a hydrology study.
Okay.
The Ministry of Communications and Works has a study, and I think they're seeking to implement aspects of the study. But what we also have to realize is, like, Road Town is in a basin. You know what I'm saying? You have all of these hills surrounding Road Town. Also, we reclaim land. We don't make opportunities for water to be able to get out to the sea easily. We reclaim land. Sometimes you don't even run the guts out to the sea. And especially when you have a lot of rainfall falling in a short period of time, it creates problems. Some persons, let's be honest with it, they built in the wrong areas. The areas where they are, they're in the pathway of the water. And of course, if you go and build in a gut or something like that, a dry gut, sometimes those things have consequences. So, and the fact is that in some instances we've already developed.
The government's focus on improving infrastructure combined with community awareness as well as involvement forms the foundation, they say, for adapting to the challenges posed by climate change. This approach aligns with the territory's broader goal of creating a sustainable and secure future in the face of environmental uncertainties. Reports reaching 284 Media indicate that there have been at least 10 situations since October where lifeguards had to step in to preserve the lives of visitors to the territory's beaches. This worrying trend coincides with the typical, and I quote, peak season for the cruise tourism within the BVI and comes amid an ongoing shortage of staff lifeguards across the BVI Fire and Rescue Service. In fact, this issue is not new, as it has been a long-standing problem within the BVI, spanning over a decade. In 2023, the Chief Fire Officer Zebulon McLean called for serious attention to be given to the dangerous shortage of lifeguards employed to patrol the territory's beaches. The risk, he said, of drownings and injuries rises substantially without proper supervision. He lamented at the time. The two current lifeguards are tasked with alternating between the beaches deemed high risk, Josiah's Bay and Smuggler's Cove, while occasionally visiting other popular destinations. Experts recommend a ratio of 1 lifeguard per 20 to 25 swimmers, a standard the BVI is struggling to meet. It is generally recommended to have at least 1 lifeguard per 20 to 25 swimmers at beaches. With more tourists flocking to the territory's most dangerous beaches, the risk of drownings and injuries rises substantially without proper supervision, Mr. McLean warned. McLean further called for immediate action, stating that a minimum of 12 additional lifeguards and hires are required to provide adequate coverage and ensure the safety of beachgoers within the British Virgin Islands. As the BVI aims to capitalize on the peak tourism season, the need for a robust lifeguard presence has never been more critical to protect both visitors and the territory's reputation as the premier Caribbean destination. Up next, viewers, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay, can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon? I could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You're a scam. She used to be for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and a pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. Y tú, vida ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all for sticking with us. The Beauty Bar has officially opened at the Cyril B. Rumney Tortola Pier Park alongside its sister store, Best Cuts VI Luxury Barbershop. At an official ribbon-cutting ceremony on Tuesday, December 17, 2024, President of Black Point Productions, Dr. Michael A. Turnbull, spoke on the needed expansion in meeting customers' needs. Dr. Turnbull revealed that the expansion is a tribute to his young daughter and her passion for beauty.
Beauty Bar is a luxury experience for everyone to be able to be your best self. Now, you may ask, why are we doing this? Why this? Because it comes from our customers. Customers just come in and like, I wish we could get our locks done here. I wish we could get more done here. I wish my wife and my children could be next door while I get this done. And we were like, well, let's see how we can make it happen. The Lord was kind to us. We were able to get this space for over a year plus. We had this space and we're just slowly taking our time to develop. So it takes time. But I want to introduce, before we cut the ribbon, I want to introduce first one of my brothers and friends, but also one of my partners here who we sat down 3-4 years ago during some very difficult times and said, man, let's open a shop together. And I want to invite Jason on camera. So he is not only here as the master barber in the Best Cuts, but also the supervisor for all of this here. And we are so grateful.
Mrs. Chandra Turnbull also echoed similar sentiments, thanking clients for their support and expressing delight in the various services being offered.
So I'm Chandra Turnbull, and I am the wife of Dr. Michael A. Turnbull. And I am so happy. I'm here at the Cyril B. Rumney Pier Park, right next to Best Cuts Barbershop for the grand opening of the Beauty Bar. In just a couple minutes, we're going to hear from the CEO, Dr. Mike, where he'll present his vision. He'll tell you a little bit about the offering that we have here. But I just want to welcome all of you. Share this with somebody, because everybody deserves to feel beautiful. Everybody deserves a luxury experience. I'm so happy to have the Beauty Bar as an addition to our eclectic array of all the beauticians and cosmetologists that we have on this island.
Additionally, Dr. Mike introduced his team at the Beauty Bar and Best Cuts, supervisor Jason and stylist Regina Richards.
Okay, we're so glad to have the Beauty Bar joining us our team. Expect the same level of expertise and quality service, and in the future we'll grow together and look good together. Thank you.
Yeah, so we want to thank him so much. We are so grateful, and we want to introduce our lead stylist and beautician, who's really talented. The story of how I met her and is very interesting. We won't give you that today, but we're just so grateful to have her talent. Now, I would say, you know, we pick up the skills from your parents. So her dad is a master craftsman, like amazing craftsman actually. And I was able to meet through a series of events. So we want to bring Regina Richards here on camera so she could be able to introduce you and see her face and be able to know. So I'm just gonna ask her to just say a couple things about what you're able to do. I mean, she's pretty shy sometimes, but she has a wonderful smile and she's capable of doing multiple hairstyles, braiding, lashes, lock hair, and she also does nails. Yes. So, but we're not gonna start that offering as yet. So we just want you to introduce yourself, say hi. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Regina Richards. I'm the stylist, and I'm welcoming you guys to the beauty bar. I style and you smile.
Yes, yeah, I like it. So we also.
The Youth Empowerment Project says they are pleased to report on the successful results of the Special Teen Workforce Development Project, Learning, Earning, and Advancing Dreams, BVI, piloted over the past year. YEP thanked the Falconwood Foundation, Inc. and the Popular VI Community Fund, administered by the Community Foundation of the Virgin Islands, for providing the funding to implement the pilot. Lead project manager, Mr. Mike Bogans of Lead BVI, in a recent interview, spoke on the success of the program.
Lead BVI was a brainchild of the YEP Board of Directors. YEP starts at age 7 and goes to about age 15. But there was a gap between the ages of 15 and 18 that, frankly, no one, filled. And the board of directors saw a need and decided, let's do something in the area of hospitality. So last year, October of 2023, we piloted the program with 12 students and ended the program with 11 students. Over the course of the year, we did about 800 hours of leadership training, soft skills or essential skills development, writing resumes, doing interviews. We took trips to our partner islands, Guana Island, to, where else did we go? Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank right now, but we've done so much over the past year.
Mr. Bogans spoke on the various stakeholders whose contributions to the program through partnership has led to its overall success.
When we first started, after we did all the soft skills training and they were ready to go out and do internships, we started out last year, spring break, with an internship at the moorings. And they were able to do provisioning. They were able to do the front desk greeting the customers. A couple of students even had an opportunity to drive the boats around the marina to move the boat. So they had a practical, hands-on experience from everything from the front of the house to the back of the house, customer facing and non-customer facing with their experience. Fast forward to summertime, they interned at airport because the BVI'S Airport Authority, it has come on as one of our partners. They interned at Long Bay Resorts and they interned at Sushi Bar. So they had every experience that they could to understand hospitality and tourism, to understand diversity, to understand how everything works when it comes to hospitality and tourism, and understand the opportunities that you may not think of when you think of hospitality or tourism.
He also shared his joy in seeing growth and development amongst the students. In speaking about what's next for the program, Bogans shared the next cohort comprises of 8 students from across the Virgin Islands.
So in creating or getting ready for our next cohort, we went to Virgin Islands School of Technical Studies and we went to Cedar International. I've got students from St. George's, I've got students from Elmore Stout, and I've got a couple of students from VIS as well. But we wanted to up our numbers. So I went and I did a presentation at VIS and at Cedar. presented to the students to say, look, what do you think about when you think of hospitality, when you think of tourism, what do you think about? And I got the obvious answers, the usual answers. They think about hotels, restaurants, things of that nature. Once I explained all of the careers that are in hospitality, I got a lot of, I didn't realize that. I didn't know that. So what I did, I put together a survey, and for only the students who were interested. If you're interested, great. If you're not interested, no harm, no foul. But for the students that were interested, I sent them a survey and they completed the survey, and we drew from those.
For the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. And up next, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Remind me to renew my insurance before I leave.
Just do it online with CG. Remember when my week-long vacation became a month-long excursion? Yeah, we ended up stuck in Saskatchewan, and I lived off the land for a month. Turns out I'm a natural-born ice fisher. Anyway, I renewed my insurance online. You never know.
An online portal that's convenient and simple. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service. Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all so much for sticking with us. Dedicated volunteers are the heart of the VARITY Winter Wonderland, an event now in its 5th year that has become a cherished holiday tradition within the British Virgin Islands. Among them are 2 long-standing contributors now celebrating 3 years of service with the program. These volunteers play a vital role in ensuring the success of the event, which raises essential funds for the Virgin Islands Search and Rescue. Our Jaka Wooding has more on this story as she caught up with volunteers who share their enthusiasm and dedication to the cause.
Just for the benefit of our viewers, tell me your name and how long you've been with the program.
My name is Dacia Pin and I've been here for 3 years. My name is Ciara Burke and I've also been here for 3 years.
Awesome. Now, what keeps you coming back? Because Julie mentioned that you've already gotten all your volunteer hours, which is one of the perks that the program offers youth in the BVI. So what is it for you?
It's the environment and also helping others, and it's a fun experience. Julia's is very nice, and just it creates very good bonds.
Awesome, and of course that would include the bond between you two, because even we were supposed to interview just her. She's like, oh, I want to bring my friend as well. So of course you've both represented, but what's your experience been like, of course, being with the rink for so long?
I feel like you meet a lot of different personalities. I feel like that's good, especially when you're going out in the workforce. You have to know how to deal with certain stuff. So I feel like that's a good start. The atmosphere, it's a really nice atmosphere. You still have time with your friends, but you know you have time to work also. So I feel like that's a good thing.
Awesome. Now, would you describe yourselves as professionals out on the ice? Because you've been with the rink for 3 years. I would assume that, you know, you've already mastered your skills.
Yes, I can skate. I've learned, in the first year I learned how to skate and I've gotten progressively better. I haven't been on the ice as much this year, but I was there on training night and I realized that it came back to me automatically as well. So yes, I learned how to skate.
Awesome, what about you?
No. The first year I tried. That's when I was in Empire Park.
Yeah.
I tried. It didn't work out. So the days when I would walk on the ice, I would just go in my socks. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, I wish Julie would allow me to do that, but there is no chance whatsoever. It's actually my 3rd year as well. Look at us.
Yes, I remember you when you came to interview at Pep Park also, but not me, but you know, you were around and taking pictures.
Awesome. Well, this is our 3-year anniversary with the rink, and I will be going out on the ice again. I too have not learned how to skate yet, although I get a lesson every single year. You being the one who has mastered the skill, any pointers?
Don't focus on it too much. Just do it, free-heartedly, and you should get it. That's how I got it.
All right. Now, of course, the opportunity still stands every single year for youth in the VI to get their experience and to get their volunteer hours being at the rink. Would you encourage other young people to get involved?
Yes, I would. The volunteer time has already passed, but next year for sure you should come and try to do it, because not only do you need to complete your hours, but as we said before, it's a fun atmosphere to be around. Julie welcomes you along with Phil and the team, and you meet some of the same faces that have been here for years. For example, the two of us and a person you will meet later on. So it's something that can create very good bonds because, for example, I've met the person that is going to help us skate last year, and we've become very close, and it's outside of the Winter Wonderland, and so as we said before, it creates very good bonds, and you should try it and complete your hours at the same time.
And what about you?
Yes, I would, as she said it, but I like the atmosphere, yeah. We got some of our class to get into it this year also, so I feel like that was a good start as well. So not only do they get their community service hours, but we see, how they are out of school, so I feel like that's good.
The stage is set, once again, for an exciting and unforgettable evening of talent, grace, and Caribbean pride as 13 exceptional teams from across the Caribbean region compete for the prestigious Haynes Smith Miss Caribbean Talented Teen title. This year's highly anticipated event will be held on Sunday, December 29th, 2024 at the Multipurpose Sports Complex in Roadtown, Tortola, beginning at 7 p.m. The pageant promises to be an extraordinary celebration of those Caribbean's most promising young women who will showcase their exceptional skills in a variety of categories, including performing arts, public speaking, and cultural expression. It is our pleasure here at 284 Media to introduce you to the contestants for this year's pageant in the lead-up to the grand event. This evening, we meet Shamira Brooks Santana from the island of Anguilla.
Tranquil and calm, with a special type of charm, quiet but powerful, blessed and beautiful, carefully crafted by the Most High. These are just a few words that describe both my island and I.
I am Shamira Brooks Santana, an Anguillian both by birth and design.
Anguilla was thought to be a barren land. Our limestone landscape made agriculture near impossible. So we turned to our salt ponds to earn a living. We sold and bartered our salt for decades with neighboring islands because that's all we had. An unrated gem bursting with unrealized potential.
Today, Anguilla is one of the most sought-after tourism destinations in the world. Still using our salt proudly for our world-class cuisines and the most luxurious spa treatments imaginable.
Anguilla has taught me that I don't need to change who I am to meet anyone else's expectations. Like Anguilla's motto affirms, I had to lose the crowd and find myself. And with that, I began to use my God-given gifts to leave my mark on the world. But don't take my word for it.
Come out or log in to the Haynes Smith Miss Caribbean Talented Teen Pageant on December 29th, held for the first time at the Multi-Sports Complex in downtown Tortola, BVI. Ciao for now.
Tickets for the event can be purchased at Hazim's Beauty Supply Store on Tortola and Soul to Soul, 54-6 Stove Tier Grande, St. Thomas, as well as through WhatsApp at 499-2700 or email at misshainesmithbvi@gmail.com. Again, that's misshainesmithbvi@gmail.com. For those unable to attend in person, the pageant will be streamed live via PayPal pay-per-view, following and allowing viewers across the Caribbean region to join in the excitement. It will also be available exclusively on channel 284 Media on CCT Live. Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284 Media and 284 BVI on Instagram and Twitter. Of course, follow us on our WhatsApp channel for daily updates. I'm Ron Grant. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Happy Wednesday to all. Goodbye.